Oh, so we are here with,
Dallas Casavant.
and Dallas is here promoting his book V Card, and give us a rundown of it. You were just doing a spiel for us. I mean, wow, well, you're wasting your time, dude. Let's do this right.
It's a romantic comedy. It's a four-issue miniseries about a vampire that's never been a girl before, and he falls in love with the vampire killer's daughter. I'm from Edmonton. I'm the writer. My artist is Nick Johnson from Calgary. He's just over my shoulder. And it's a four-issue miniseries. I have it on YouTube as well. I think you can maybe shine the camera over there. It's a 132-page story. I have Larry Hama from G.I. Joe involved, Dita Von Teese, Kathleen McGee, a stand-up comedian from Calgary or from Edmonton, and got a lot of good reviews. And I'm hoping to look for a publisher.
We still haven't found a publisher yet. No.
I just printed it myself so far from a TCP out of Montreal, and I'm trying to find someone to submit it to and hopefully get it out to the bigger companies.
So what's the process then in getting it out? Is it just like packaging it up, selling a bunch of envelopes to different companies, and hoping someone gets back to you?
Well, I'm not sure the process is right now because I haven't finished the process, but basically find the companies that you like online, submit to them, give a pitch to them, and hopefully get back to you. But finding the one that's right for you and the one that don't have to give up your rights and publishing rights and licensing and merchandise, I want to keep on hold to that so far. But
That's a big thing nowadays. You want to hold on control of it. You don't want to just give it away. So, I mean, that's basically why you got a lot of smaller guys like yourself doing it. You still want control. You don't want it going anywhere. Yeah. Sorry. So you said you had your girlfriend. You was one in the books because you decided to make a change up.
actually, I had dated a girl years ago, and whenever I watch a movie, I always like complain about like if it was a bad movie, and she got tired of it and asked me if I thought I could do a better idea. So I did. On the spot, I came up with the idea. Then I finally decided, maybe I'll write it. So I wrote it, and I saw this beautiful girl on the street and asked her if she wanted to be a character in the comic. She said yes. So I changed the character. She read the script, and we fell in love and started dating, and we got engaged. And so I even turned her to character in the comic, and I'm kind of the main character before I got so charming with ladies. And so it's kind of a love story that brought upon a love story. Yeah.
That's pretty interesting. Just falling in love while you're writing the book, right? Yeah, that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. So now you got 4 issues. Any more after this? Are you still working on it, or is it you're gonna take a break and concentrate on trying to get that publishing thing going?
Yeah, I have to get the publishing note done first because I paid for everything out front. So now I have to sell it to make money to pay for the part two, which I have a good idea in my mind, but I have to start getting my name out and getting it out there before I can start making issue two.
But is this something you just fell into?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna write a comic book.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I had dated a girl years ago that challenged me. Then once I'm like, I'm gonna actually do it, follow through, and actually like get it done for once. And then once you start doing that, it's like it's addictive. And then the other ideas pop in your head, and like, well, I'm gonna do this one idea, that idea. Like, I really recommend anyone else giving it a shot too. And it makes you appreciate other stories too. Once you know the process and learned it and done it yourself, then you can understand like that guy did this, and that's a good idea, and that one is not a good idea. How can I take those two ideas and make them together in my own story?
But you say you're watching movies and stuff. So was this something you said, okay, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do comics. I'm not going to do it media because you're talking about films and stuff. So you went to the comic book medium. That's cool.
Yeah, I grew up in the 80s in the farm country in Westlock, and I had nothing to do but read comics. And then I wanted to originally do it as a screenplay, but no one's going to read a screenplay. But can you read my comic? If you can't read my comic, can you flip through the first like 4 or 5 pages and then decide to read it or not? But it's really a learning experience and I'm still learning, of how to get people to buy it. I put it on YouTube. Can you watch the YouTube video? Just what can I do to, and I'm sure it's the same for you for getting a podcast. Okay, we have great guests and funny, enlightening, and educational stuff. How to get people to listen to it, well, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, it's a tough thing. When you start, it's like, oh, I got to get these listeners. Now it's like, anybody listens, thank you, right? Yeah, you don't worry about the numbers. When it goes up, it's, oh, that's nice, but You just do it for yourself. But you want to do this more and more, right?
Yeah. Even getting you in too. Can I give you a chocolate? Can I bring you? Can I bribe you with food? What can I do to come just so I can start talking? But it works out. I offer you a chocolate. Turns out you have a podcast, and this podcast get listened to by Frank Miller, and Frank Miller wants me to do some ghostwriting for him. Hey, it all worked out.
No, no. What's that? How did you know? Yeah. Nowadays, I find a lot of books, the artists and writers, they're concentrating on mostly using the books also as storyboard.
Yeah.
Has any of that thought to you said while you're writing, or you just simply said, no, I'm just going to write the comic, I'm not going to worry about anything other than the book?
Well, I'm not the artist too, so like it was a.
I mean, your story comes, right? It's I can't get the word out. Collaboration. Without one, it can't be the other, right? So, when you're writing this, you just like writing the story because I want to do this. You've been challenged, or
Well, first you have the story in your head kind of loosely. Then you have to try to put that on the page, and you have to write what do I have a show on this page? What's the main kind of panel that I want to convey? Now you have the one kind of jigsaw puzzle piece, and now I have to fix other pieces in the page too that look cool, and then it has the pacing down properly, and then I have to try to explain that to the artist in a way that has him have his own kind of freedom to kind of do his own thing. Doesn't want to be such tight constrictions, and then you have to leave space for the balloons inside, and then leave on the page turn moment. Like, it's a really interesting process to write it, and I can't recommend it enough. But there's not that much out there for the writers to learn that process too. I've gotten every book I could find. All around us, there's all the artists all around. There's not many writers at conventions because there's not much money in for the, unless you already have your own stuff that you have printed and you paid for yourself too. And even when you're unknown, you have all that, and there's even less money than that available. But all it takes is one person to kind of spread the word. I talked to Neil Adams over there. I gave him the comic. He's starting a publishing company. You know, maybe he reads it, maybe he likes it, maybe he's like, hey, talk to this guy. It's no skin off his teeth, whatever, but like, all it takes is you put yourself out there, same with you guys, one person at a time, you build it up until someone else retweets, say, hey, listen to this podcast, blah, blah, blah. Same with for, maybe not Neil Adams, maybe someone else that, hey, give this guy a shot. I retweeted his thing or put it on Instagram, and next thing you know, you have enough views on YouTube, likes on whatever, that when you submit it to a company, now they're like, okay, we are protecting our investment. We can invest in this guy rather than some other Joe Schmo that is, right now I'm just a Joe Schmo. Yeah. Yeah.
well, congrats, man. It's really good that you did that. And I mean, I always come to the convention. We come to conventions. You're the guys that we want to talk to. Big guys, you know, they already got their backing and stuff like that. And little guys need a little help, and that's who we like to talk to.
Thank you.
So thank you for doing this.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye.